So how much value does parking add to a property? Well, that really depends if you're buying a condo or a house. I feel that parking always adds value to a property, whether you're buying a condo or a house, but how much value it adds will really depend on what type of property you're buying. If you're buying a house, parking becomes very important because people who are buying houses are usually couples or people with kids or even suburban areas that don't have access to transit. So parking becomes really important for these types of properties. When it comes down to condos, parking is also important, but it really depends on the buyer. If the buyer has a car, obviously he's going to spend a little bit more for that condominium with a parking spot than someone else who doesn't have a car. Now, that's why on the resale market for a condo, the value of parking isn't fixed. I say when it comes down to resale condominiums, the value of parking ranges anywhere between $40,000 to about $60,000. On the pre-construction level, that parking value is being sold by the builders for about $90,000, really depending on the area. When it comes to freehold homes, the access to the parking spot is really important. Now, you can have the access to the parking spot maybe through a mutual driveway, it can be through a private driveway, it can also be accessible through a laneway. If the parking is accessible through a mutual laneway, it might not be as convenient or comfortable to access that parking as it would be if it was a private driveway or even a laneway. In my opinion, a private driveway or a laneway access garage is the most important or the most valuable in the Toronto market. So, how much value does a parking add? For a condo, I would say it ranges anywhere between $40,000 to about $90,000 in today's market. And when it comes down to houses, I believe that parking spot would add about $100,000 to $150,000, providing a lot of convenience for buyers moving into the suburban areas with less access to transit.